Hi, welcome. It's time for a campaign update from me, Susan Maud Buchser-Lochocki, presidential candidate from the 2024 presidential election in the USA. And this is my state of my campaign, part of the campaign update for today. I am first and foremost here to tell you that I think what I'm going to do is move to just doing a campaign update once a week rather than 2 times a week, because I have other things that I've now started with my A Woman for Women and some other things that I'm working on. So I need time to do those. And I will only make videos during the week when it's urgent. So there'll be like an emergency or urgent message from me. Otherwise, we'll leave it like this, and I'll do this on Sundays, like it was originally. So, anyways, the state of my campaign is I'm still waiting for the Supreme Court to act on my lawsuit. There's still things in action. So I think, it's looking good. We're going to hear something soon, I believe. But in the interim, it seems like finally the government is going to reopen. But I will say that I don't know about you, but I don't think a lot of us really even noticed that the government was closed in the first place. So that means something. It means, do we have too many people working in the government? Do we really need the things that we have? Like the House of Representatives. They were holding things back, and, well, actually the Senate was holding things back. We do need representatives from the states coming together periodically to help to run our country and to be the Congress. But I don't think we need it as it is right now. And I think this kind of proves it, that we were getting along without the Congress working. So between the courts and the executive branch, things were moving along. So as you know, government reform is one of the things that I'm working on, as well as election reform. And we, anyways, have a lot of corruption in our government and in Congress, and they're not representing the people anymore. They're representing the lobbyists. And it's time to give direct democracy a try and let the people vote for themselves, where their voices will be heard. I have different plans that I've talked about over the years, because I started this all in 2020, and I think it's really time. We've just been shown that we don't need Congress. We don't need the House of Representatives. They're just spending taxpayer money for no reason. And you and me, we can vote for ourselves, and then we know our voices are being heard. So we need to move and change our current government structure. So we need a constitutional convention, and we need to rewrite our government document a little bit and bring it up to date and take out a few things. We don't need things like slavery in there, and we need to rewrite the part about dealing with the Native American population and so on. Because if it's a document for the people have to be able to understand it. And that doesn't mean that you have to have a law degree to understand it. It means that the people need to know what they're agreeing to. And currently, some of it is not even understandable at all anymore. So, my suggestion is that when we do rewrite our Constitution, we look at the executive branch, and instead of having a 4-year president, we have a board of directors of our country. And then each year, somebody is president from the different board positions, and it rotates so that we're not idol worshiping. We don't have a king anymore, and we don't have one or two political parties in power. We have more than that. And yeah, so I think that's a good solution. I've seen it work in other countries. Switzerland is one who's having a lot of success. And then we need senators, so 2 people from every state. But I think that they should be a male and a female, not just males, because women are not being represented whatsoever. Or if we are, it's represented via how men look at women, not how women are. So we women have too few voices in government, and so we need to change that and make it equal in the Senate. 2 people from every state. 1 is man, 1 is a woman, and they should be parents, so they have some experience with how life in their state works. Then we don't need the House of Representatives whatsoever, but we need to have the people vote. And so 3 times a year, a vote will go out to the people with things that need to be taken care of. We're no longer a fledgling country, so we don't really need so many people writing frivolous laws that have no bearing on our lives, or they hurt us and they help the lobbyists. So it's time. We don't need to have apartments for every House of Representatives. We don't need cars. We don't need expense accounts. We don't need any of that in Washington. We need to send the votes directly to you and me. And we need to give ourselves time to research so we know what we're voting on, and then we need to vote on it and send it back. And then our vote needs to be counted, and we need legal, non-corrupt elections. So we need to get the National Guard involved, and the Boy Scouts and the Girl Scouts perhaps, and get our election process cleaned up. Right now, our country is a mess, and it's an embarrassment. The amount of corruption and fraud, it's unacceptable. So, I guess this is the not only state of my campaign, but also state of the Union address. So, a constitutional convention is what's needed next. And we need to write up a new document. Roughly the same or similar to what we have, but just with slight changes, because there are too many changes that need to go in. And like I said, if the people are going to start really representing themselves, they need to know what they're agreeing to. And on a regular yearly basis, we have to have a day where people come in and agree and say, this is for me. And if there's an issue, we need to deal with that too. So that is my state of my campaign and State of the Union. I'm glad the government is open again. Apparently that's what I heard has happened, so that's good. But how many people do we really need to run the government on the Congress level? That's what we need to think about. Okay. So thank you for stopping by. This is the end of part 1. I guess there's just going to be 2 parts today, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now. Oh, look me up, Susan4USA.com. That's Susan, the number 4, USA.com. That's my website. You can find out more about what I'm doing and my lawsuit with the Supreme Court. Okay, see you in the next video. Bye.